Hello, my name's Gamma, and welcome to the 50k subscriber Q&A special. And let me first of all say thank you guys so much for getting me to this sub count. It's kind of insane. I never really thought I'd make it this far, and obviously there's credits to different games for making it this far as well, but I'm glad I never gave up on it, and I'm really glad with the community I've built. I think in my 1k subscriber video, I said I would hope to hit 5k subscribers by the end of 2024, and we're a little over halfway through 2024, and I've hit 10 times that amount. So it's just insane. So I want to do a Q&A because a lot of people ask me questions, and I've honestly always wanted to do a Q&A. It's kind of cool to be able to say like, yeah, I did. You know what, whatever, let's just get started. I'm going to just rapid fire these questions, no specified order. I have the list pulled up, but obviously you're not going to be able to see that. But we're just going to rapid fire. There's a bunch of stuff to cover, and I'm excited to answer all these questions. We're going to start out with Mysterious Ghost 378 asking, what are my most anticipated Roblox games? Now, when I think anticipated Roblox games, I'm thinking games that I can probably make content on, and right now that's Right now, that's Realm Rampage and Sorcery. I hope to make videos on those when those come out, but other than that, I'm not really following much game development, to be honest, so I kind of just play what I see, you know? This next question comes from Vental. Other than Jujutsu Shenanigans, what are your other favorite games? Now, a lot of other people ask me what my favorite games are. I'm going to answer this question with my favorite Roblox games of all time. Now, my all-time #1 favorite Roblox game is Prime Reason to Die. This was the best Roblox game ever. I loved every single bit of it. I loved every single second playing it. Sadly, it's not around anymore. There's a little bit of a crappy remake that's been made, but nobody plays that. Look at this player count, man. But Reason to Die is one of my favorites, and one of my favorite chill games to play is the game you're watching me play right now in the background, which is Parkour Reborn and also Parkour Legacy. I love that game a lot. I'm a pretty high level on there. This one comes from Bear Bear, and they ask, what made you start making content, and did anybody inspire you? Okay, well, there's obviously a lot of people that ask this question, so it's one you kind of have to answer, to be honest. The answer is, I started making content after one of my friends started making these compilation videos where he played Apex Legends, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I wanted to try the same thing, but at the time I played a lot of Valorant. I know, I was a Valorant guy. Go look at my old videos. They're kind of insane. I'm cracked. Either way, I made a couple of Valorant montages, but then I was like, oh, I actually kind of like making videos. So I started playing a bunch of different games. If you look at my old videos, there's a couple random games thrown in there. And then I find a game called Your Only Move is Hustle, and then it actually starts getting a little bit of views. And the reason it actually gets a little bit of views is because it's a very small community game. It's not blowing up with players, so there's not actually that many content creators on it. There was only a few, one of the big ones being a friend of mine. His name's Captain Dramillion. So I started making videos on that, and it started working, and I started getting a community, and I knew I could make it work, so I decided to commit. And Roblox is a game I've always wanted to make videos on because I've always played it since I was like in middle school, and I still play it now, and I'm not really ashamed of that, to be honest. I don't really care what other people think about it, but I wanted to make Roblox videos, so I decided to try and make some Roblox videos, and I needed a breakthrough to start making Roblox content. I needed a big video, so when I was thinking about this, the Hunt event got announced, and that's when I made the Hunt video. I'm not going to blabber on, but that video went extremely viral for me and kind of kickstarted the realization that I could do Roblox content, so I'm here today. And did anyone inspire me? Inspiring my kickstart would have been my friend, but there's also content creators I am very inspired by in the way I make content. One of the big ones being Wellworks or the Holy Grail 75. If you haven't noticed, I kind of try to take a more chill outlook in videos sometimes like he does. But another content creator I really like is Tankfish. He doesn't really do Battlegrounds content, but I absolutely love his style of editing, and I hope to be that good at editing one day. I know my edits right now are kind of simple, but I'm starting to hopefully kickstart being a little bit more cool with the edits. Okay, I just spent a really long time on that question. Let's continue. This one comes from Pazmerko. Hey, have you ever tried Hours on Roblox? If you haven't, could you try it? It's an amazing game. I have tried Hours on Roblox, but I've only tried it for like 20 minutes, and it might be something I come back to in the future. It's a small game with a small niche community, which means it could make good content, because, you know, there's probably not a lot of videos on it. But yeah, next question. Will you continue making videos about games that are outside of Roblox? Also, early congrats on 50k. First of all, thank you, that special someone. And actually, I do kind of want to make videos outside of Roblox at some point. I was going to make an Elden Ring DLC video, but my PC just couldn't handle recording and playing at the same time. But I don't know. I never want to feel shackled to one game. And obviously, yes, I know Roblox is a collection of games, but I just want to be able to make videos on what I like. I really like Roblox, so I'm not like tired of it or anything. But making content on other games would be kind of cool. But I'm getting a PC upgrade soon, so content like that should be pretty possible. Yeah, next question. This comment comes from Azarok, and they were actually in one of my videos. Number one barber here, that's because of the video. What does CPT in your username mean? I see people in my server with any other YouTubers. Is it like a clan or something? Okay, this is funny enough. I've actually never told this to anybody ever in my life, but CPT in my Roblox username comes from an old clan that I was kind of in when I was in middle school, and I was kind of just addicted to Roblox. It was a bunch of Star Wars geeks, and we all just had CPT in our name. It's as simple as that, to be honest. I just put CPT there. I probably could take it out, but I'm really just too lazy, and I don't really give a crap if it's in there or not, so I'm just going to keep it. Okay, this is an interesting question that I actually really wanted to answer. It's pretty simple, but pretty interesting. Alicia Perez, I hope I said that right, says, why did you want to make content on Jujutsu Shenanigans? So I wanted to find a game that would work for me and would get me a lot of views and stuff like that, and when Jujutsu Shenanigans started blowing up, I made sure to... Okay, when Jujutsu Shenanigans started blowing up, I knew this was like a huge opportunity because, I mean, if you think back to other YouTubers like the Holy Grail got huge because he made Strongest Battlegrounds content right when it came out, and he was like one of the first to make good quality content on it. So I had that thought process. I was like, okay, another Battlegrounds game. It's doing a lot better than the typical new one. So if I can be that guy and make content quickly and make it good and be the first to do all this stuff, then I can get all that traction coming from the game. So what I did, and for anybody out there that wants to make content, I think this is a very good idea when it comes to making content on a new game, is when Jujutsu Shenanigans came out, I went back to channels, I'm just going to keep saying Holy Grail because honestly that was the biggest reference I used. I went back to his first videos on the Strongest Battlegrounds, and I essentially just did the same thing as Jujutsu Shenanigans. So when I saw him make a guide on how to play Strongest Battlegrounds, when the game had just come out, I made a guide on how to play Jujutsu Shenanigans, and then I also saw other videos where he would do trolling with blank ability in Strongest Battlegrounds, so I did the same thing in Jujutsu Shenanigans, and it worked, and I think that's a really good way to go about it. It's not necessarily copying, it's just inspiration. It would be a lot more different if he had made the video a week ago and then I did the exact same thing. I mean, these videos are like really old, but yeah, I think that was a good strategy of me to do, and obviously it paid off. I mean, I'm here where I am now, and I'm glad I did it. Okay, this question comes from Casper Potet 48375. He asked, will you ever do more Yomi Hustle? Now, this is a question so many people have for me, and I get at least 1 or 2 comments every video or every community post. I think there's a misconception that I don't like Yomi Hustle, but I do like Yomi Hustle. It's a great game. It's an awesome game. I've never ever played a game like that at all, and sometimes I play it in my free time. But the thing is, when I started Roblox content, it did really well, and it got a lot more views. And the way I look at it is like this: it's mainly 3 things. Roblox is easier to make. I have a lot more fun making it, and it does so much better. So I've kind of switched to primarily doing Roblox because if I like doing it, it does a lot better, and it's just 20 times easier to make for me. Then I don't really see a reason to stop doing what I'm doing. But that's not to say I'm never going to do more Yomi Hustle stuff. It's just if I had like a list of priority videos, it's definitely not on the top. I know I have a good batch of a couple thousand subscribers that found me via Yomi Hustle, but I do want to do what's best for my channel because, I've slowly realized that I really do want to make this channel work. And while Yomi Hustle is a great game and I love making videos on it, if I really want to be a big YouTuber or have a lot of traction, I need to do what works, and fortunately for me, what works is something that I actually really enjoy doing. So again, I don't really see a reason to stop doing what I'm doing. But no, I wouldn't really say Yomi Hustle's in the grave, but I definitely wouldn't say it's up next at really any point. It's just depending on what I feel like making, and as of now, there's just so much new stuff coming out that I don't really think about making Hustle at the moment. So that I'd say that answers that. I'm sorry to my Yomi Hustle people, but yeah, this one comes from, I'm going to say Litronite, because that kind of sounds sick, 2810, and he says, how does it feel to have fans that love you? I love my community. I'm glad I have a community. My favorite part of uploading a video is seeing all the comments. I love the people who comment immediately. I'm always reading comments. It's great. It's a great feeling to have, being able to connect with people all across the world, and just knowing that some people sit down and actually watch your videos, and that takes up 8 minutes of their day and they enjoy it, or maybe they don't enjoy it, but either way, you're making an impact on their lives. I mean, yeah, it's only 8 minutes out of the many, many years that they'll live, but it's just a cool thought that I have, people out there watch my stuff, they've watched it, they've experienced it, they've had emotions about it, and then they've lived on with whatever they're doing. But I don't know. I'm kind of taking a very philosophical route to it. It's kind of stupid, but I actually really, really like the community aspect, and I love the reach I have on people, and it's just super fun. What is my favorite live action show or cartoon? I actually don't watch a lot of live action stuff. The only live action shows I watch, or not really shows, are basically movies. So I can't really answer the live action part, but I do watch a lot of animated stuff like anime or cartoons. My favorite cartoon of all time is Adventure Time. That is my GOAT forever and always. My Discord profile picture is literally Jake, and I don't really plan on changing it unless I get like a cool drawing of my avatar or something. Wink, wink. But yeah, I love Adventure Time. I was a big Cartoon Network kid, so I've watched Adventure Time probably 3 times now, and I've watched all the recent stuff, and I can't wait. They actually just announced a movie coming soon, or I don't actually think coming soon, but I'm excited to watch that movie. I'm going to be there day one. I will be dressed up. Just kidding, no, I'm not. This person asks, how do you not have 100k subs already? Because 100k subs doesn't really happen overnight. There are really special channels that get blown up really fast, and because they make great content. I think a good example of this is a YouTuber I like called Orb. They do drawing, and I love drawing, but I suck at it. I'm god awful, and Orb got a lot of subscribers really fast. In fact, they just hit 200k, and I think that's crazy. So yeah, some videos can get subs really fast. Orb is one of the most impressive ones I've seen so far, but I'm honestly impressed with what I've done, because I know there are so many channels out there that would do very crazy things just to get 50k subscribers, and I've hit that in pretty much under a year. No, I actually wouldn't say that. I probably got about like 45k subscribers in a year. The other 5,000 was from Hustle the year before. But I mean, yeah, I've been doing YouTube for maybe like a year and a half now, and I've only really been taking it serious for about a year, and I've hit 50k, and I'm not gonna whine and complain about that. That's an insane feat. It takes people so long to hit their first 100 and 1,000, and I demolished my 2024 goal already. I'm not gonna complain at all. I'm extremely grateful for what I have. This person asked, what's your favorite Yomi mod? And this is going to be funny because it's probably only about like 100 people watching this video that are actually going to understand what I'm even talking about. So I'll make it quick. My favorite Yomi mod right now is Royalty, because it's hard for me to play. I kind of suck playing Royalty, but the sound design and the music and the character and all that, it's just the coolest thing ever. I love it. This one comes from David Castro 9923. What's your favorite part of making videos? My favorite part, actually, believe it or not, making videos is making the thumbnail. I've talked with a couple people, and they just hate making thumbnails. They say it's the worst part. And dude, I'm not gonna lie. If I get a banger thumbnail idea, oh my god, I love doing it. It's like it's the best thing in the world. I love designing it. I love making the composition. I like referencing other thumbnails for ideas. I do that all the time. I'm gonna sort of twist this into like a how-to YouTube thing. You need to look at other videos, man. You need to watch. You need to study. You need to look at the thumbnail. You need to see how it works. I mean, the amount of hyper studying I did on YouTube when I started like trying to take it seriously was insane. I was up so late some nights just watching so many videos and comparing so many things. But yeah, I actually really like making the thumbnail, believe it or not. I don't know if that's a common thing. Maybe the people I talk to just coincidentally don't like making thumbnails, but I haven't really heard somebody who absolutely adores making thumbnails like I do. It's so fun to me. This question comes from Zaya saying, hello, how do you have so many connections to people like Yami, Z, and just people with general success? It's always bugged me. I'm just going to answer this question pretty quickly. It's all kind of a snowball effect, to be honest. So I reached out to Yami for to be in a video of mine, to be in the introduction as like a little feature, and then obviously he was in there, so we kind of just talked after that, and I got invited to this thing and stuff, and that's where I met kind of all the other content creators that do JJS. We were on like a JJS server one night just recording random short videos or whatever, so I met all those people there. I can't actually remember how I met Z originally. Hold on, I gotta think. Okay, I just remembered how I did it. So the way I did it was I was really bored one night, and Z was like, I don't know, hosting an event in the JJS Discord or whatever, where he was like playing other Battlegrounds games. So I was like, screw it, I'll just join, I'm bored, whatever. So I joined, and then he recognized me, I friended him, and then I think at some point I managed to join him again, or he joined me again in a random JJS server, I can't remember. And then, I don't know, that's pretty much it. We just joined his game, and then he recognized me, and that's pretty much it. And then he joins and terrorizes me. So that's pretty much how that goes. This one comes from Top Hat Real. Okay, and they asked, how did you come up with your avatar? I'm gonna assume Roblox avatar, because the YouTube Plague Doctor thing, I don't know, I've just always had a thing for Plague Doctors since I was a kid or something, I don't know. Actually, my Roblox avatar, I'm going to be real, I don't even know how I came up with it. If you go into my creations, I have kind of a similar looking avatar from back when I was like in middle school. So I guess one day I just decided to slap a bandit and a cowboy hat on there. I mean, there was never a moment where I sat down and was like, how can I make a really cool looking avatar? It just came to be, I guess. I don't know where I drew inspiration from. I don't know what reference it came from. I don't know at all. It's just what it is. So, yeah. The Cheesiest Man asks, if you ever became a big YouTuber, would you change the style of your videos? Probably not, but I wouldn't say I'm changing my style of the videos based on my sub count. I would say that my style of videos is just always evolving. I'm still, I think I have my style, but I'm also still kind of expanding and trying out new things. I've been trying to incorporate a more quote-unquote meme-filled video style. Think like Tankfish, but like scaled down by 1,000,000, because I love Tankfish's content and those edits are absolutely insane. It's like there's a meme at least every 0.2 seconds, and I love it. But I don't think I'm on that editing level. But I do want to incorporate kind of a more engaging style. But you know, again, what I'm saying is my editing style is always evolving, I guess is the right word. But I'm never gonna change it based on my sub counts. I'm always just gonna do what works for me and what works for the algorithm. Zai the 899 asks, what's my Elden Ring build? First of all, thank you for playing Elden Ring. It is the absolute best game of all time. I'm just a classic Bloodhound's Fang user with Bloodflame Blade enchantment. One thing I actually really like to do on Elden Ring was when I beat the original game, I would make special builds that mimicked enemies and I would invade people. So that was fun. That guy Clip says, how did you make it this far in such short time? Now, I kind of answered this already, but I saw this anyways, but I kind of want to elaborate on it a little bit more. Again, I spent so much time studying and practicing, and the reason I could make JJS work, and I think I forgot to mention this earlier, is honestly because of Yomi Hustle. So I do honestly give more credit to Yomi Hustle for getting me where I am, because editing Yomi Hustle and making those videos taught me how to edit, so that when JJS came around, I was able to edit, because it's hard to when a game comes out and you've never edited before, you got to make that good content quick. So if you're not used to it, and you just start on that video, on that game, yeah, you could make it work, you could, but I'm telling you, you're gonna have better success if you already know how to edit. In fact, I was talking to someone the other day in a random Strongest Battlegrounds server, and they were telling me that they wanted to start content on Battlegrounds games and maybe even GTA 6 when it came out. And I told them these exact words. I said, when GTA 6 comes out, it is going to give birth to a new wave of YouTubers. Just think of the amount of YouTubers that came to life because of GTA 5. And I was telling them, if you start making content now on Roblox and GTA 6 comes out, you'll be a pro at editing, and I guarantee you, if you play your cards right, you could be one of those. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's just, I think one of the good reasons I made it this far in a shorter time is not only because I studied and because I was smart with my decision, but it was also because I had a lot of experience under my belt when JJS came around, and that's what really propelled me to where I am. Fishy Blank asks, from what did your name Gamma come from, or where did it originate? So it really just comes from the Greek alphabet. It's as simple as that. There's alpha, beta, blah, 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 delta, and then there's just gamma. So I was just like one day, all right, cool, Gamma it is. Yeah, and that's my name. Nothing special, nothing crazy. Do you think JJS has the potential to be a top 3 Roblox game? I'm gonna be honest, no. It's because when you mention Block Fruits, Battlegrounds, and Type Soul, I'm mainly looking at Block Fruits and Battlegrounds, and those pull 6-digit numbers every single day. And JJS is awesome. I like it, but it's definitely got a niche. It's not super competitive like the other games. Yeah, it's pretty good though. I will say JJS is definitely up there with the popularity, definitely, but I don't think it's going to be top 3, because that means you have to take down things like Brookhaven or Bloxburg. You know, that's just impossible. You can't do that. Bach and Real, I think I said that right, asks, will you forever be known as the JJS guy, or will you move to other Battleground games / games outside Roblox? I kind of have answered this question before, but I'm going to, again, elaborate on it. I don't want to be known as just the JJS guy. I imagine that's what I am now, but I've been trying to expand my stuff recently. I played a Heroes Battlegrounds in a video. I did some Deep Woken videos, though I put a lot of effort into those, and it didn't really get that many views, so I'm not really sure what to do next with Deep Woken, and I feel bad, because I know the people that watch those videos really, really enjoyed them, and I don't know, it's just putting that much effort into a video and not seeing it work is kind of defeating, but it's okay, because, you know, you're never going to know unless you try. But I plan on moving into some other content soon. Based on the time of this upload, there may or may not be some Strongest Battlegrounds content I've uploaded. There's a bunch of stuff coming out with that game, so I'm making sure to hop on that train and try to make some good videos out of that as well. Yo, any favorite romance anime? Asks Random Person 0101. I've got I watched a lot of anime back in middle school and early high school. I was like an anime geek. One of my favorite two romance animes that come off the top of my head are My Love Story, which looks a little weird because like the guy is like a big manly dude or whatever. It's a cute anime. I liked it a lot when I watched it a long time ago. And then another one, I always butcher the name. It's like Horimiya. I think that's how you say it. Horimiya. Yeah. I'm sure people know what that one is. I like that one a lot. I actually read the manga for a little bit too. It's a very chill, I'd say, chill, relaxed one. So yeah, it's cool. Somewhere City asks, how do you deal with the crushing feeling that in the ever-expanding universe you are but a trifling and pathetic worm that effectively means nothing and is effectively worthless? Thanks. I'm gonna shorten this. Obviously, this is a joke question, but I'm gonna shorten this to the how do you deal with the fact that you're gonna die? It's gonna happen. I can't really do anything about it. All right, next question. This one comes from I on Rafael Bezerra. Totally pronounced that right. They ask, what's your favorite game? Now, I'm going to answer this as the sense of not Roblox games, because I play a lot of non-Roblox games, a lot. One of my all-time favorite games ever is Dying Light. The first one, obviously. The second one was not that good. Well, no. Dying Light. I really like Dying Light. It was one of the first, like, big games I played. I don't know, quote-unquote big games I played when I was younger. I'm surprised my parents let me get that game. I don't really think they did a lot of research on what that was, because, you know, you can literally cut zombies in half and stuff. And I was, like, again, like, I think I was, like, in 6th grade or probably younger when I played that. But it's my all-time favorite game. I've played it over and over before. More recent games, I really like Elden Ring. Elden Ring's really fun. Yeah, I play a lot of stuff. My friends play a lot of stuff, so I typically just play what they play. But, yeah. Dying Light, one of my all-time favorites. Why does Z terrorize you so much? That's a good question, my friend. And I don't have the answer. Next question. Favorite ice cream flavor? Ah, yes. Finally, a question that's not Roblox. Just kidding. I appreciate all the Roblox questions. This comes from Athena. I'm a classic chocolate chip cookie dough. I'm a cookie dough man. I'm not over here getting this, you know, blueberry, raspberry, mashberry, something, a million different flavors or some crap. Those are good. The people around me like them, but I'm a cookie dough man. And this question comes from my homie Khan. It says, why do you jump me on sight in any game I play with you? And that's because we have the most generational beef of all time. Forever have that beef. But yeah, no, you're cool. I like your art that you do. It's cool. And the final question of the day comes from Kurt Barug, and they're asking, can I have early access? Lol. No. And it's not because I don't like you. It's because if I give early access to one guy, I've got to give it to everybody else that wants early access. So, as much as I wish I could, it would put me down a rabbit hole that would absolutely obliterate my wallet. So, yeah. I think I'm going to wrap up the Q&A here. There's a ton of different comments, questions, but they're all relatively the same. I think I mostly answered everything except for some of the goofy questions, which I thought were funny. But, again, I'm really happy for what I have, and I hope to get a larger community and keep growing and be successful, and you know, maybe one day make this what I do. But for now, I'm gonna keep doing what I do, keep grinding, keep expanding, evolving, trying new stuff. Who knows what'll works, and who knows, maybe I'll fall off or something. But even then, I enjoy what I do. I'm having fun, and that's the most important part. If I'm not having fun doing this, then what's the point? But yeah. Thank you guys. If you're not subscribed, then I'd be surprised if you're watching a Q&A video and you're not subscribed. You should subscribe now before I find you. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm not going to find you. Yeah, thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the Q&A video. And not a lot of people care. They just kind of want to see me play games. So if you're watching this, it means a lot. I think you're a real one. If you're watching a Q&A video, I consider you a real one. So from me to you, thank you personally for watching this video, and especially for making it all the way through. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I've been talking for 30 minutes now. Yeah, I'm kind of blabbling, so I'm going to wrap up the video here. Thanks for watching. More content on the way. I'm going to be expanding into other games and also playing JJS. Who the freak knows? I'm just going to be doing what I want to do, and you better like it, or else I'm going to find you. Oh, I just voice cracked, so I ruined that. Okay, I'm ending the video now. Thanks for watching.